Unless you're a farmer, nitrogen might not be something you think about every day. But this nutrient is a basic building block for life, part of the hemoglobin in your blood, the chlorophyll that makes plants green, the DNA in all living things. Nitrogen shapes life on Earth through its scarcity or its abundance. A lack of nitrogen has forced some plants to develop novel adaptations to survive. Other plants and animals have evolved to take advantage of environments rich in nitrogen. And human beings have created novel ways to extract nitrogen from the air and convert it into fertilizers that boost the productivity of farm fields and green up our lawns. Science tells us that the world has more nitrogen that's actively being used by plants, animals, and humans than there was in the past, both from nitrogen fertilizers and from the burning of fossil fuels in our cars and power plants. Science also shows us how this nitrogen can easily move across the landscape, through air and water and soil, creating a cascade of effects that are hard to predict and even harder to control. For instance, nitrogen fertilizers increase yields of food, fiber, and forage in our agricultural fields. But the same nitrogen, if it ends up in a nearby forest instead, might cause trees to grow faster or to grow weaker and die. If it ends up in a freshwater lake, that nitrogen may not have much effect at all. But in a saltwater environment such as the Gulf of Mexico, it can cause massive algae blooms. And where an abundance of nitrogen exists in one year, say in a lake, stream, or field, that same landscape may have very little nitrogen the following year. When you contemplate these inconsistencies, it can fill you with questions. Why would the same nutrient cause such a wide range of effects in different environments? Why is nitrogen so boom and bust, abundant in the same field, meadow, or stream one year, but scarce the next? Lastly, whether you're observing how the species of trees change while on a walk through the forest, fishing for bass among the lily pads, watching the plants in your yard or garden grow or die, or trying to diagnose an issue in a cornfield, nitrogen can help explain a fundamental question we're all curious about, a question that can help us become better agronomists, scientists, farmers, and conservationists. Why am I seeing what I'm seeing? Join us for the Story of Nitrogen, a new audio series where we interview agronomists, ecologists, and geologists, farmers, and lake scientists, and explore how one nutrient shapes life in fields and streams, soil and sea.